Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jose Membrila. I am very excited to be here in this conference. I'm excited that you guys are all here today to join me. And first off, I just wanted to let you all know that I am an ASU student and I have created this group called Seeking Safety Group for Teens. I look forward to you all listening to what I have created, and we can answer any questions that you may have towards the end. So, Seek and Safety Group is basically a group that is consisting of teenagers between 12 and 17 years of age. This will be a boys and girls group, gender neutral. It's going to be closed, meaning we're only going to have 10 participants that are going to be starting. And sessions are going to be hosted once a week for 1.5 hours, ending at 36 weeks. So the reason why I decided to focus on teenagers and design this group is primarily because of how I grew up as a teenager. I found it a little difficult to manage my emotions as a teenager, and for some reason, that is just me um, developing some type of interest in teenagers in general. Although I didn't have any super unhealthy coping, I still had some anger management as a teen, and so now I am very fortunate enough to be able to help a lot of more teenagers overcome some of those emotions. And as I mentioned, this group is primarily going to be for unhealthy coping. So, whatever the trauma is or whatever the teenager is going through, we will be helping a lot of the teens deal with any suicide ideations that they're having, drinking, isolating, any drugs, cutting, things of that nature that we would want the participant to kind of learn how to cope with things healthier. So the purpose again is teaching healthy coping skills and overall achieving long-term recovery. So after they are done with group, our hope is that they won't ever need therapy again and that they have all the tools that they need to be able to be successful in adulthood. But this group is designed to restart. So after 36 weeks of treatment, if the participant wants to retry the treatment, they definitely can. The benefits is we are hoping to see relationship building. So a place where they can meet other teenagers that are kind of going through the same thing, overcoming anything that is difficult in their lives at the time, obviously managing their emotions, and overall seeing better wellness in the teenager behavior. So they want to be able to have a sense of belonging as they see other youth participate in the group as well, and to create a safe place where they can express themselves and basically just share anything that they are going through with other participants as well. So the community definitely needs this group to be starting, simply because there has been a lot of reported suicide rates, and I will talk about that research in the next slide. But the community, regarding the school system, they have a lot of teenagers that are going through a lot of emotions, and a lot of times the schools are not able to meet those needs. So this group can definitely help those participants be better students, and as well as learning how to be more efficient while they are in their learning environment. Not only is it going to benefit the schools, but it's going to benefit the communities and the families. So parents are going to benefit from this. And as we all know, if families are successful and stronger, then we definitely have a stronger community, which means a stronger population. So definitely want to help out a lot of the families that are having these children with teenage behaviors. And we want to reduce the suicide attempts in Arizona nationwide. Again, we will talk about statistics in the next slide, but there is a pandemic going on with that, and we want to help the community in this state feel like there is support for these participants. And we want to reduce the stigma of mental health. As we all know, it is something nobody wants to talk about. So really advertising this group out there will be able to help a lot of more people be open about it. As I promised, research. There has been, since 2015, we have seen over 157,000 U.S. teen cases reported. within self-harm injuries. Another research indicated since 2022 that 49% of those youth that we are seeing struggling with these symptoms between the ages of 13 and 24, a lot of them are from the LGBT community. So we would also be supporting the community members within this group. And we are also seeing that out of all of those, 16% have actually attempted. So we definitely want to start reducing those numbers. Overall, we will use a intervention of CBT and motivational interviewing, which will consist of a lot of thought processing, a lot of changing of thoughts, processing emotions, identifying those emotions, and as well as psychoeducation as to how that develops into behavior in the future. So a lot of education and motivational interviewing. So a lot of questions that will lead to growth, a lot of questions that will lead to solutions, so that the participants know there is a way out instead of how they're coping with their trauma. We will be evaluating this group, so from the beginning to end. So at the beginning, every participant will have a summary of how their symptoms are and how unsafe they feel with themselves or with other people. And then we will go ahead and evaluate that questionnaire all over again at the end and see if they have done any progress within the group. If this will allow participants to see if they need to retake the group or if they have definitely done progress. So we will do this in a qualitative data, so from a rating scale system. Overall, we're going to be finding ourselves collaborating left and right with hospitals and patient in case we have any participants that have left the hospital or recently did inpatient. We'll be collaborating with primary care physicians for any medication or maybe any treatment that we feel is more physical to them instead of mental. And of course, history. We want to see the therapist. We want to talk to them if the client allows us to, and basically see other mental health providers that have been in the life of these participants. Of course, we want to collaborate with any other outside resources like schools, any other family-centered services like respite to see how we can better assist the participants. Overall, that is all I have. And if there's any other questions you guys have, now is the right time to ask. Thank you.